Hi guys, since the ending of freedom of movement, we tend to focus on the biggest employers of foreign labour, farming, manufacturing and hospitality. But other sectors are also struggling to fill the worker shortage. Childcare is facing a crisis all over the Western world as the cost of this service rises as more parents are forced to work to make ends meet and fewer are able to stay at home and raise their kids. The cost of this care in some cases can be half a working parent's wages, but an alternative has existed for some time: au pairs. This unfortunately has not escaped the disaster of Brexit. Have a listen.
British childcare, whether it's a nursery or having a nanny, is very expensive. But there used to be another option: au pairs. Instead of paying thousands of pounds a month for nurseries, families could get childcare for around £100 a week, plus bed and board. Au pairs from abroad could also improve their English and experience a different culture. It was a popular option. Pre-Brexit, there were up to 90,000 au pairs in the UK at any time, according to estimates from Birkbeck University. But since Brexit, it's become much more difficult to hire an au pair from the EU, which is where most used to come from. Many agencies have simply closed, while another told Bloomberg News that they have seen a 95% drop in business. For au pairs who do have the right to come to the UK, the drop in supply of candidates means their payments has gone up considerably, with some getting £300 a week now. I spoke to B Glass from International Helping Hands Agency.
Au pairs were a fantastic option for families because they offered flexible childcare and relatively cheap childcare. Au pairs normally work 25 hours a week, before and after school care and babysitting in the evening, and also all the money that the au pairs earned would go back into buying the stuff in the high streets, so the au pairs were good for the economy.
The shortage of au pairs is a big problem for the whole system, forcing parents to try other routes. But many local authorities are reporting there simply isn't enough coverage for parents working full-time. And some parents just can't afford other options. According to the British Au Pair Agency Association, 41% of parents said they would reduce their working hours if they weren't able to use au pairs. There is a scheme that allows people from countries like Japan and Australia to come to the UK as au pairs, but agencies say it isn't bringing in anywhere near enough candidates to fill postings.
So once again, another problem with Brexit, where there used to be an option, a cheaper option, but now it's gone from £100 a week to £300 a week. What is the solution here? I don't know if there is an actual solution here, because the problem always comes down to immigration and the attempt to keep racists and bigots happy. So who decides here? It's the Home Office. Once again, you have different sectors putting pressure on government departments to issue more visas. We have farming asking for more visas. We have manufacturing, hospitality. All of them are putting pressure on the British government to issue more visas, to add workers to the shortage occupation list, to add more visas in general. And the response has always been no from the Home Office, because the Home Office are determined to keep as many foreigners out as possible. And even the whole language around this, Rishi Sunak a few weeks ago saying, we need to bring down immigration. So you're telling parents who are desperate for au pairs in this example, no, we want fewer au pairs. Why? Because, we have to keep racists and bigots happy. Is that it? Once again, this determination to keep a small cohort happy who are never happy. You could reduce immigration to 0 and they would still be angry. So parents who are struggling at the moment to afford childcare now are saying, okay, there was an option, au pairs, £100 a week, now it's £300 a week. Childcare in general is more expensive as well. And, au pairs provided a particular service, but also in nurseries and in other forms of childcare, they also relied on foreign workers. So you could have a situation where there are people working in childcare and they're offered a better job in hospitality, then they're going to leave childcare and work in hospitality, offered better pay. So once again, this is a consequence of the ending of freedom of movement. Can it be fixed? Well, one way of fixing it would be issuing more visas. But of course, the best solution to all of this, once again, is for the UK to rejoin the EU. I hate to be like a broken record here, but it would resolve so many problems. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.